Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a recording of the stream that I did on the Canadian Grand Prix round 10. So, F1 25. Something weird happened. I don't know exactly how. Maybe we'll figure it out during the replay. But I was leading the Grand Prix by about, I would say, 5 seconds. One of the racing bulls crashed out, safety car came out, and that message came as I was entering the pits. By the time my pit stop had finished, I had a drive-through penalty. Why? I do not know. Maybe we'll figure it out during the replay. But anyway, did the safety car route, came to the end of the safety car, I pushed as hard as I could for the outlap, came in for the drive-through penalty, ended up 18th, which was at the moment last because there was 2 cars that did not finish. And yeah, made my way back from 18th place with 9 laps to go, from 18th place all the way up to 3rd on the last lap. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I will again try and commentate here and there, and anyway, let's get it going. Sorry, I didn't want to be in the picture there, so let the replay begin. As you can see, I did start off in pole position, and I had a pretty good start. I had a pretty good jump off the line, and yeah, I just maintained first place all the way up until the caution where the safety car came out and I had the drive-through penalty. But other than that, it was a pretty decent race. Can't really complain about anything. Had a few lockups and slides here and there, but other than that, it's all good. As you can see, Leclerc got past Verstappen through the first sector of the track, and yeah, it was a pretty steady race. I know closer to the pit stop, maybe around lap 7 or 8, Verstappen got past Leclerc again, and he was in second, busy trying to chase me down. Other than that, it was a pretty sick race. I enjoyed it thoroughly, even though I lost the win. But I mean, for me to come all the way back up to 3rd, I'm pretty impressed with that. Other than that, I've got a thing I need to do on my side, so I'll just let you enjoy the F1 ASMR. So I'll be back shortly. ladies and gentlemen, I think what we'll do, instead of boring you with just watching my one car round and round and round, I will switch to the Racing Bull that crashed out, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think was Hajar. I skip to the point where he crashed, where I got my penalty, do the safety car, and continue from there. So let's just skip along here. I think it was lap 9. I could be mistaken, could have been lap 11. Oh wait. There was 9 laps left. Must have been lap 12. So let's see. Suppose we could also just watch it from lap 12 and just look on. I know it's one of these laps. Either 12, 13 or 14 maybe, where he crashes out. Oh, I had a little bit of a wobble there. He went to pit. Let's continue. Ah, there we go. I can't skip forward anymore. That means he did not finish on this lap. Let's see. So he's pushing. This is now my lap where I was supposed to go pit. Ah, there it is. Smash. And what happened with that is Justin right there got a drive-through penalty as the safety car came out. How? I have no idea. But yes, this is where it gets interesting. So, we'll skip it forward. Okay, there we go. Safety car has gone in. Now I'm on my out lap, trying to just make up a little bit of a gap so I can give myself a better chance of catching up after my drive-through penalty. Obviously Verstappen also pushing his little heart out to keep up with me, to make it even harder. But anyway, yes, continue watching. It gets interesting after this lap because I have to go through everybody in the whole field. As you can see, I may have gotten a little bit excited on the exit. Like knowing that I have so many places to catch up with, I was late braking, accelerating way too early, and just making so many mistakes. But it did pay off though. I mean, I made it quite far up the field again. But there was a couple mistakes that I could have left out. And then I will admit, if this were a real F1 race, I would have probably been disqualified because of the amount of corners that I cut. Big lock up there. Late break. Wow, all I was doing is just trying to catch up enough to get that DRS. Which thankfully I did. Oh, and I hit the wall. Aye. But I didn't get any damage on the car, that's why I didn't rewind. Mr. Antonelli, youngest driver on the field. Busy getting chased down by Williams. Oh, late lunge. With a lockup. But still made it through with no contact, so that's fine. Hulkenberg is next. Late lunge. He also locked up, so at least it made it a little bit easier for me. And with me passing him, gave me DRS to catch up to Alonso. Here's my teammate. Which I'll admit also wasn't the best overtake. There we go, Alonso. Late lunge. Maintain the brakes. Fantastic. Oh, a little bit too much acceleration coming out the corner. Alright, teammates next. So, 9th place with 4 laps to go. Oh, lock up again. Just trying to get into the DRS zone, which I actually don't think I made it on this run. Did I? Yeah, okay, I did. Got the DRS. Mr. Red Bull didn't. Yo. At this point I was just pushing so hard. So yeah, not the best of overtakes on my side there. I did force him wide, but at least he didn't lose too much time, so it's alright. Right, Russell being next. There we go. Leclerc made it a little bit easier for me. He spun out in that corner. Sorry. I actually want to see what happened there. How did he spin out? Okay, let's go here. There's Leclerc. Let's see what happens. He just accelerated or cut the corner a little bit too much. But I'm not going to complain. Made it easier for me. I didn't have to catch up to him. So, on the attack still, trying to catch up to Russell and Tsunoda. Which I must admit, when it came to like the top 10 cars, it was a little bit of extra pushing to try and catch up. But anyway, yeah, I did push hard enough to get the DRS. No, I didn't. I wasn't past the line, but at least Tsunoda didn't have DRS, so it made it easier for me to keep up. And then Tsunoda, I caught him through there, and then Russell I caught down to the end of the straight. Also at least a clean dummy switch, so that wasn't too bad. Then the McLarens. The McLarens were difficult to catch. It took me about a lap and a half to catch up to them. And then Russell also he bothered me once. He tried to catch up and overtake, but put him in his place. And there it is. Gave him a nice little block. And then continued chasing down the McLarens from there. Luckily, on this track for some reason, I am faster than the AI through this hairpin. On the exit, they don't accelerate as soon as I do, so I don't know. I think Russell had DRS here. Yeah, he's got DRS, but he didn't catch up to me. Right, second last lap. So here you can see what I mean. Look how quick I pick up speed compared to Piastri. Like I catch up to both of them so much quicker that I like closed up the gap by like almost 100th of a second, which is insane. And then obviously through here I'm faster because I cut the corner, and yeah. And there we go, last lap, 2 cars. I'm quicker than them through there as well. And not always quicker than them through there, but I was there. And here comes the overtake on Piastri. Wasn't the cleanest, I did give him a little bump, but it had to be done. I had a drive-through penalty that was not justified, I would say, because from the message that I got, I think it was for not maintaining the delta during the safety car. The safety car came out as I went into the pits, so I don't know. And then here we go, last home straight, and I had DRS. I pushed hard for that DRS, and I got past the McLaren before the corner. He tried to defend, but I just went through it anyway. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. One of, if I must say, one of my better races I've done so far. So yeah, if you do watch this video all the way up until the end, thank you so very much. And like I always say, keep it real, and thank you for watching.